All right, hope everyone is having a good Memorial Day weekend. It is Sunday night and we're gearing up for some pretty hot weather tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Alexandra Cranford, just getting you a quick update on what we're expecting as far as the heat goes. Actually, tomorrow we don't really have hazardous weather very much aside from the heat, and then also a low-end chance for a couple of storms, especially late in the day. But of course, we've been seeing our pattern you saw off to the southwest, a lot of even hotter kind of weather than what we're seeing here in South Louisiana and Mississippi. But we do have a heat advisory issued for our area for tomorrow. This is the first one of this summertime stretch, so it's Monday noon until 8 p.m. It could feel maybe like up to 108. I actually think our feels like temperature will be somewhere between 100 to maybe 105. Not sure if we'll actually touch 108, but hey, we're going to be really close. And so the National Weather Service issued this heat advisory just to give everyone the heads up, especially for Memorial Day itself, where maybe you're spending more time outdoors in the middle of the day than maybe you usually do. And remember, when we talk about the heat index, we're talking about how the humidity factors in with the heat to make you feel even hotter. And this is just a quick check on the science of it. Your body gets hot, of course, you're 98.6 or so degrees, and then it starts to sweat when it heats up more than that. And when the sweat evaporates off your skin, that is a cooling process, evaporative cooling, that reduces your body heat. So it kind of draws heat away from your body and allows you to cool down. Of course, our problem in South Louisiana is that when we have too much moisture in the atmosphere, which is much of the summer, the sweat doesn't evaporate as easily or as efficiently, and so the cooling process is halted. You end up feeling hotter because you're not able to get that cooling that you would have gotten if we had drier air. So just a reminder, stay safe in the heat, drink lots of water. You know all this if you're in South Louisiana or coastal Mississippi for any length of time, but remember, take breaks in the shade or AC. The key for tomorrow is that it just might kind of take you by surprise. Again, if you haven't spent a whole lot of time outside, especially middle of the day or in the bright sunshine for a while. So remember to dress cool, of course, use sunscreen. And then one big thing this time of year, don't leave kids or pets in the car. Thankfully, it looks like we haven't had any, kind of tragic results from this so far, but this is the time of year where people aren't as, vigilant perhaps, or kind of forget that it can get incredibly hot in a car as opposed to, other points in the year. So just remember all your usual precautions in the heat. We have this big dome of high pressure that's over the Mexico, southern Texas area, and it's kind of going to spread out a little bit. The center may actually stay a little bit farther to the southwest or kind of drift westward, but you can see that we're pretty much covered by this upper pattern as we head into the next few days with just the heat and humidity continuing. So hot and humid for Memorial Day. We actually do have a chance of a few storms late tomorrow evening on toward Thursday, and it may be a little less humid for the end of the week. We'll talk about that more in our forecast coming up at 10, but that's a little teaser, I guess. We might feel a little less humid, especially toward Friday and Saturday potentially. Here it is, by the way, your Memorial Day planner. Note our air temperatures are only going to top out, I think, between maybe 91 and 94. I have our high at the airport about 93. But by 7 p.m., this is one of these things, if you're spending a long time outside, we're going to still be hot at 90 by 7. And then look at the feels like temperature. I've added this in. Even at 9 a.m., we're feeling like 90s. As we get to 2 p.m. when we're hitting our highs, that's when we'll be feeling like about maybe 100 to 105. And then even at 7 p.m., check it out, we still have feels like temperature near triple digits. So it is going to be one of these hot and humid kind of days. And again, you're probably like, yeah, we know what it's going to be like at this point in the summer. But again, it's just kind of a reminder. Our temperature will be just a little bit higher than it has been the past couple days. And again, you might not be so used to outside kind of activities all day. This is our high resolution model, by the way. This is all the way through the day tomorrow. Just wanted to show you our rain chance as well. 5 p.m., we're still really quiet. It's just going to be the time where we're feeling really hot. But look what happens. At least this model and a couple of other models are hinting that at least some storms, a couple of spotty storms, could start to pop up as we get toward maybe 6 or 7 p.m. I've paused it here at 7 p.m. and then probably die down as we get toward 9 or 10 p.m. So just a heads up, we might have a couple of storms. I brought the rain chance for Memorial Day up a little bit because of that to about 30%. Not everyone's going to see rain, but we will have that chance. And there actually is a very low end risk for a couple of severe storms, mainly just looking for a high wind gust or two with any storms. But it's one of these situations where it's not going to be widespread at all. In fact, a lot of us may not even get rain, but where it does form, it could be on the strong side. Look at our rain chances Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, pretty summer-like kind of look with those rain chances, mostly afternoons and evenings for maybe a few scattered showers or storms. And then we do get a front that may pass through, and it looks possible that, again, as I was saying, Friday and Saturday, we may have that slightly lower humidity to work with. And also potentially our temperatures could go down just a couple degrees too. So we're still talking about upper 80s. We're still talking about a feels like temperature way into the 90s, but maybe just not quite as intense as what we're seeing tomorrow with the heat. Heads up for next weekend, by the way, it looks like Sunday will have at least a chance for some scattered rain. I have right now about a 40% chance. Both big global models do have some showers and storms popping up on Sunday, but they do keep us mainly dry Friday and Saturday. So that's a look at your forecast heading into Memorial Day. I hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend. If you're off tomorrow doing events, ceremonies, things around town for Memorial Day, hope you have a great time and hope everything goes well in the heat. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just remember our temperatures may be going down a little bit as that front gets close and kind of stalls near us, and that rain chance goes up as well. So we'll see you at 10 p.m. if you'd like to join us for the for WWL Louisiana News at 10. Until then, I'll let you go. Have a good night.